Good day to you. It's been a long time since there have been films about the invasion of the little green men on the channel. After watching a bunch of stuff about aliens, I stopped at the movie SKYLINE. I first watched it a long time ago, back in the year of its release. And the only thing that has remained in my memory since then is the ending of the film and the desire to see the sequel. Fortunately, both a sequel and a triquel have already been released. I have an offer of 30,000 likes and I will do reviews on all parts. That's right, in a row. It's not difficult for you, but it will greatly help the promotion of the video. By the way, I found out about the third film quite recently, and there are no longer aliens attacking people, but people flew to wet the aliens. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The budget of the first part was only $10,000, which is not much, but something. Here is graphene to praise exactly standing up for such and such money. However, let's move from words to deeds. This is a review of the movie SKYLINE. The film starts in Los Angeles, at 4 o'clock in the morning, and an incomprehensible glowing blue crap begins to fall from the sky with a wild roar. What kind of bruises are there? We will find out later, since the action rolls back 15 hours and we are introduced to the chapters. The heroes are Elaine and Jared.
Now, let me help you.
Here you go, thank you.
You're welcome. That's why I love you.
They flew to Los Angeles to celebrate the birthday of their mega-rich friend. He's a pimp with a chocolate bear chase. The guy's name is Terry, he has a wife, Candace, and an assistant, Denise, whom he fucks while his wife is not looking.
God, why is she hanging around here all the time?
She's working, gives all of himself at work. By the way, if Candy tells you she's familiar, then you're right, we could see her great talents in the movie Naughty. Meanwhile, the couple has already arrived to visit, and the party time is coming. In fact, nothing interesting happens at the party, except that Lane tells Jared something terrible. She's pregnant.
Damn it.
Is that all you can say?
What do you want me to say? I'm not ready for that yet.
Damn, well, then it was necessary to close the window. Against the background of an unplanned larvae, the heroes swear. Well, he presents us with another fucking important character. This is a telescope with the ability to display images on the TV. Arista has a dream. You sit quietly at home, doing obscenities, thinking that you are alone, and meanwhile the neighbors. More. Okay, on such a note, the party ends, the protagonist goes to bed, and we return to the scene from the introduction, namely the invasion of the Bruise.
Fuck, Terry, it's just fucking, what is it?
Nicole, we're live.
The blue light comes from a special sphere. Everyone who looks at it immediately succumbs to hypnosis and goes to the source in oblivion. One of the lights lands near the penthouse of the chocolate bear. And the first one who succumbs to the influence of the sphere is the new name friend of Antari. Jared wakes up from a woman's scream and also succumbs to the glow. But it is at this moment that the alien's electricity is cut off for non-payment. The glowing bullshit flies away, but Jared departs from hypnosis. Terry, as a former medic, could offer anal gin to a friend, but the man is more concerned about what is happening outside.
There's something down there.
Since you can't see shit and it's not clear, the gentleman will decide to go to the roof. We'll find out what's what. And, of course, the chocolate bear, like a real gangster, has a trunk. The barrel will never help him, but it's better when it's there than when it's not. Looking at his friend on, Jared decided to arm himself as well. Photo a gun. And the couple moved out to investigate. Meanwhile, the friends are slowly but surely moving towards the roof and on the way stumbles upon a grandfather fart with a dog. Friends, we are betting in the comments whether the yapping dog paradise will fly away or not. As for the grandfather, everything is clear with him, he already has absenteeism in the cemetery. However, back to the heroes, they finally got to the roof and came just in time. The electricity on the alien ships was turned on and the lights began to return. Well, after that, they brought out the plates themselves to harvest the hypnotized people. In addition to collecting people, the aliens release drones, and the reconnaissance squad immediately gives the slippers. That's just bad luck, gentlemen. Slammed the door to the roof, and since the door of the cattle does not open, the chocolate gangster decides to shoot her. But the door, like 50 Cent, having received several wounds, still holds. Elaine also receives a dose of blue light, but quickly departs from it. And in fact, the glow here is peculiar. It not only hypnotizes, but also changes a person's DNA. And how exactly, we will see later.
You look at this light, and it takes possession of you. And then he starts
to control you. And who doesn't want to admire such beauty? A brilliant idea.
Fuck them. While Jared was on the roof, he managed to take pictures of the alien plates, and the heroes sat down to watch the photo report.
It's crazy.
Also on Jared's camera there was dirt on a friend of us at the party, and later Candy saw it.
Let's not do it now.
Yes, we'll talk later.
Dude, apparently, took pictures of everything. I'm afraid to imagine what else there is. Meanwhile, the chocolate gangster is not sitting on his ass exactly. After the mission to the roof, he decided to go to visit his grandfather to get the keys to his car. And just at that very moment, one of the alien drones flew up to the window of the old one in order to look for people. Remember your bets about yapping. Well, let's remember grandfather. At least he's with his grandmother now. Chocolate again gives on slippers. The keys to his grandfather's car were stolen, and Terry voices his brilliant plan.
We need to get out of here on the yacht.
Dumping on a yacht is actually a crappy plan, because first you need to get to it, and then it's not a fact that they won't bend you when you go out to sea. I think it would be easier to close the windows and sit in the apartment. Elaine agrees with me and suggests the same plan, but you can't go against the crowd. Terry wants everyone to load into one car, but then the blonde's insults creep out.
I'll go by myself, I know the way. Go with your slut.
Candace. As a result, Candace, Jared and Lane are loaded into their grandfather's car. Well, Mishka and his slut went for a ride in a Ferrari. To dump on a wheelbarrow that farts all over the neighborhood is very smart. Now a small life hack. To be as secretive as possible, you need to go like this. His slut immediately goes to the island of whores, but Terry decided to have a little more fun. Parkour. But the result is still sad, healthy bullshit. They are also called thugs. Grabs a chocolate bear. The rest of the plan to go to the yacht immediately refuse. Without even knowing what happened, the blonde crushes the slipper to the floor, but since she is
The rider is illegal.
the hero gets into the stupidest accident. Glory to the eggs without sacrifice. But the drone is already wandering around the parking lot in search of people. Fortunately, he does not come across the main character, but a couple of new names and a man quickly suffices. So epic, the house manager appeared. By the way, the devoured man is alive, he is safely taken out of the monster's anus. Contrasting souls, it will be as good as new.
Well, or not.
The creature makes a fatality and rips out the brains of a man. This is a twist, all the alien technology works on human brains. I'm afraid to imagine what would happen if the creatures put themselves a TikToker brain.
My marmalade, I'm so sweet with you.
However, okay, the heroes are attacked by a bully and grabs a new name woman, while the rest return back to the apartment. And the standard whining begins. Poor chocolate bear, I had to save him. And so on. What happened. You can't go limp. After that, Jared's slacking stopped and the hero will return to the original plan, to wait out the whole batch in the apartment, hoping that help will come. And do you know what the joke is? They really managed to sit in the house all day, all night and half of the new day, imagining what kind of face his slut bear has now. Ferrari died in vain in general.
Alpha Bank's credit card is free forever, it flies to you by itself. Instant delivery to any point in Russia and cash withdrawal without commission at any ATMs.
I really don't want to scold the general, but it's already the second day of the alien invasion. Where the fuck is the army?
What was that?
The drones are launched. Let's give the heat to the Green Man. Guys, distract them, and I'm going after the main one.
No, 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 no.
The general hit a tactical shell with a small radius of action, and a scribe came to the ship. However, not for long, and it's too early to rejoice. The alien plate is equipped with a recovery system. Artificial intelligence begins to collect intact parts and with the help of them, like Lego, constructs a new ship. Yes, they fucked up there, we would like such technologies. All alien technology. These are peculiar living organisms that work on people's brains and obey the main Green Man in the plate. Even lousy drones can regenerate in the presence of a power source in the form of brains. Again, what the fuck is the whole fleet of aliens running on human brains? We will be told in the sequel. Put a like to see it. In the meantime, let's get back to the main characters. They have a conflict brewing, as Jared has completely lost his mind and is about to run back to the yacht to sail away. The dude is clearly a fan of Jack Sparrow. I should have run earlier, not now, when hundreds of drones are circling over the city. Naturally, the manager of the house is against such jokes. And then one of the effects of irradiation with blue bullshit begins to manifest itself. This is an increase in strength.
I will leave here only with my family. And the hell with it. You can stop us.
Legal alien steroids are not addictive. And now it was no joke, if you are exposed to blue several times, then the body and brain begin to develop immunity to light, which will play a role in the finale. Since the guys found out who is the boss of the rocking chair here, Jared and Lane calmly leave in search of salvation. Fortunately, the general raised the whole army on his ears. Turntables began to land soldiers on houses and evacuate people. I went to one of these helicopters with a couple. In addition to the bully, a drone is parked on the roof and the fiercest batch begins. During the meeting, Jared, despite the alien Solushka, still does not take out. And then Elaine comes to the rescue. She makes a hole in the monster's engine in the rat from the back and Jared finishes him off. Well, in parallel with this, another drone gets to Candace and they grab her. Aliens need brains, and I honestly thought that blondes should not worry. But we have what we have. The monster starts to climb from all the cracks, and then the manager decides to leave beautifully, with a light, so to speak, because he turns on gas everywhere. The farting explosion was powerful, but you can't take a bully like that and a couple have new problems, though. No monster, no problem. It would seem that we should run, but Jared somehow got tired of escaping and cursed this yacht 3 times. By the way, the alien plate has already recovered. And on such a note, the green men take the couple away. Well, they show us the consequences of the invasion. It's not just America that has been attacked, the alien invasion is happening all over the world. Childhood is transferred to the ship, the couple wakes up in the sorting shop, where local shift workers inspect and sort the people. Since LN is pregnant, she is sent to another workshop to the other moms for examination by a local obstetrician gynecologist. As for Jared, he was unlucky to get knocked up and the alien Vajia takes his brains and puts them in another combat unit. A humanoid soldier. It would seem that writing is gone. But the man's story does not end. Thanks to the numerous effects of the glow, the boy developed immunity and his brain in the humanoid body was able to keep its mind. Roughly speaking, Jared has a new body. Jared walks into the maternity ward from the foot and gives Lula to the gynecologist and then, thanks to the gestures, explains to Lane that he is him. Well, Skyline was fucked up by everyone at the time, but I won't do it. The movie is just normal. The main problem of the painting is that it's not fucking clear. The creators saved all the explanation for the second film, because the first one looks somehow castrated. But when you look at the whole story from beginning to end, many questions disappear and everything becomes more or less clear. Again, I'm not saying that the plot of the film is brilliant. No, it is secondary, and we have already seen this hundreds of times. Also, it was not without outright stupidity. But the Skyline universe, if you look into it, is not so bad. I would also like to say a few words about Graffin. It's fucking awesome, considering that the budget of the films is only $10,000. In general, do not skimp on likes and comments, and then the continuation will not take long to wait. Also subscribe to the VK group. Well, so